Hello, WWE Champions. Zappadad here, and got some exciting news. So, yesterday, I had received an email and a message from someone with Scopely, and boom, I got my account back. Yay, that was quick. So, lucky me, I was able to get my account back, and everything is as it should be. And there's a few surprises, and there's a few things missing, but going forward, I can now start to put together some actual gameplay content for free to play players and just advice for new players and free to play players. That's where I think I'm going to start out at and just see where the channel kind of evolves from there. So, for everybody just joining, I am Zappadad, and this is my WWE Champions account. I'm going to be showing off my account here and showing off a little bit of gameplay and what I think are the best options for free-to-play players. So let's get into it. Go ahead and grab my daily log. Yeah, I got to get back up to the 7 days in a row thing. It was nice having that 7 days in a row built up and getting the extra TP and stuff, but we'll get there again. One thing I noticed that I didn't have that I do have now is I have a lot more coins than I thought I should have, and I have a lot more cash than I thought I should have. So I'm guessing that there were some players that were in my account and they didn't do anything bad while they were in my account. They actually claimed things for me, or because it wasn't given to me by Scopely, I asked. There was nothing outrageous to claim when I got back in. There was a few things, like I had a 5-star bronze Santa Hogan to claim, which was cool. I'm guessing everybody got that. There was just a couple of things that I really didn't notice. I was so excited getting in for the first time that I just started pushing buttons, making rookie mistakes. And, I'm sorry I didn't record that. I wish I would have recorded that just for my own, reflection. You can also notice right now I'm not in a faction. I was in a feeder faction for Tenacity, and that was just because I don't generally always have time on the weekends to really grind out, and there's some weekends where I just can't play. So as a free-to-play player, I was fine just being in a feeder faction. But now I'm going to talk to the guys in Tenacity and see if I can, fill up maybe an open spot in Tenacity and just see if my maximum minimum is good enough to be in the because they're a top 100 faction. I think they may be even a top 50 faction right now. I have to check with the guys on Discord. But before all that, let's get into it. I want to show off my roster here. So we'll do that. So I have it set up talent-wise. As I said in a previous video, my favorite player is my next big thing, Brock. He always has been. I know that there are much better strikers out there, but he's just always been my favorite wrestler since Stone Cold and the Attitude Era guys, The Rock, Stone Cold. Brock has just always been, I wish this character had his tattoos. It's my only complaint about the character. But I love playing with him. I love using him whenever I can for nostalgia purposes. I've got all of his moves maxed out. He's ready to go to 5-star gold when I can get him there. He needs to be leveled, of course. And I don't think I am anywhere near, the black hats. I have one of the 10 that I need. So I know they're a little bit easier to get now, I'm hearing. So we'll see what I get over the next month. I'm also going to explain my how I set myself up to max out the first of the month enhancement tour or enhancement to get the plates, the plates for your belts. The first one of the month, where you can get the plates as the max reward. And so basically, do not enhance or fuse or even level up anybody unless it's the first week of the month. That's tip number one. Save all of your, bite the bullet and save all of your enhancement and fuses and level ups for the first week of the new month-long event. Because that first week, you get the max milestone. You get that that plate for your belt, for your blue and now white belts. And those plates are game changers with some of these other characters. Some of these B and A ranked characters can really, go up a notch with some of these, especially, like, let's go back. I don't know if I think it's my Eddie Guerrero that I have it on, where on my title, I've got, the skill plate. I stick the basic the smoke one. Whenever you break 3 or more blue gems, you get 3 purple move points at the end of the turn. And this just keeps my Eddie Guerrero ready to go constantly. So Eddie is an extremely annoying person to face in feuds, and with this plate, it makes him even more annoying to face. And I can win against just about anybody with him, but it's going to take me in a feud. You're not going to want to be teamed up with me if you're in a feud with me and I'm running my Eddie, because I'm going to win my matches, but I may not get through 6 of them. I may, take my time to do it. So I have a little bit of a different philosophy when it comes to feuding. For quick feuding, though, I try not to use them unless I absolutely have to. If we are, trying to rank higher than where we normally rank, I will, switch off of him or only use him when absolutely necessary. Walter, my second favorite to use player right now. I wish that I had a better title for him. I really do. This is the best that I've got right now, and it's just not doing it for me. It's good, but it's just nowhere near as great as it hopefully one day will be, because he deserves to have a great plate, So hopefully I'm able to, or a great strap and obviously a plate. So hopefully soon I'm able to get that for him. Going down the line, my in this glitch with the health bar, being automatically drained when you're turning the game on, Scopely's going to have to fix that. I know it's on the known issues, so supposedly it's just visual, so hopefully it's not costing anybody a bunch of HP, except HP has been really easy to come by lately, which is a good thing. Don't change that, Scopely. But another guy that I need a better title for, it's a good strap that I have on him, but it needs to be better. He deserves to have better. He's a good enough character. He can do a lot of good damage. He's a really great technician to run with. He recycles well. He hits hard. He's got several different setups that you can use, and for free-to-play players, he's easy to come by. So if you do get him as a new free-to-play player, he's somebody that you should think of investing in right away. Moving down the line, my Ric Flair. I went with I pulled this Ric Flair and Mr. Perfect. They were together in a poll. There was the two of them together in a poll a year or so ago, and I pulled them both, and I was, ecstatic that I had gotten the Mr. Perfect at the time, because he was really good back then. But the Ric Flair was just somebody. I'm not a Ric Flair fan. I never have been. But this Ric Flair has really, saved my ass when needing a showboat. He's really versatile with the movesets you can use on him. He's definitely by no means the best showboat in the game, or even close to being the best showboat in the game. But he has saved my ass quite a few times. I've got a really good strap on him. And yeah, see these the Hogan. I don't even have a single Hogan token. It's found in Survivor Series Round 1. Oh, so it's obtainable. It says. Wonder how much of it's behind a paywall. We'll see. I've got a great strap on him. For right now, it's not complete. I work everything slowly but surely as I need to. For what he is and what I need him for, he does great. My tough Seth, the undisputed future Seth Rollins, the first jackpot and really only jackpot I've ever pulled. I did a $20 4-pull 3-4 years ago. It was first year and a half into the game, and I did a $20 pull when he was the jackpot superstar, and he was there, and I literally dropped my phone. I I yelled out. I had a great Gerson moment, and just totally geeked out over pulling him at the time. And still to this day, he's probably my second favorite trickster to use on the men's side. He's a great all-around player because if you can get both of his, you can get his green move and his second blue move set up to the choose moves. You can set up with the choose 5 green move and load up a bunch of purples, and then connect all of those purples with the choose 5 blue move. Use the tornado DDT first. You can also switch that in and out. This isn't the be all end all of his setups. It's just the one I like to run at this time. But you can do some serious heavy damage with him and do a lot of knockouts. It's not going to be a turn 1 or even a turn 2. You're going to have to get lucky sometimes with using him and do some surviving. But if you can get it to where you're going to use all 3 of your moves at once, you're almost guaranteed a knockout with him, or at least enough damage to keep somebody on the ground. Entourage-wise, or not entourage-wise, but, just get the extra purples and then the blue moves to start. Again, with the titles, I need a better strap for him. He totally deserves to have a better strap. I'm just strap short. I'm strap light. Now Zombie Cena is definitely my favorite trickster to use, especially now that I've got the gear for him. His skip move, and I set him up like this with the coma bomb, and everything just recycles so well for him. You can keep somebody completely stunned and just dominate a match with him. If you can get your purples up and you can get that yellow off, which is only a 5 charge move, you can dominate with him and really run a match against anybody. 5-star golds with him here are possible. They're not the easiest thing in the world, because if you get caught, you're done. But if you can get your moves off and get that recycling going, there's nothing that's going to stop you other than making a mistake. Title-wise, I put this plate on him just because I didn't have it to use on anybody else, and it comes in handy. Whenever you break 3 or more green gems, make 7 black gems into yellow gems. So this comes in really handy because it's constantly recycling my yellow for me, and that yellow makes those trap gems, which when the opponent breaks the trap gems, it's building up my purple moves for me. So it's a really hand to hand or hand in hand lifesaver. It really comes in handy for being. I think this was a free skill plate that I got when skill plates first came out, because I don't remember where I got it or how I got it, because I obviously didn't pay for it. So I've got him set up about as well as I can set him up. I'm definitely taking him silver and then hopefully gold one day. By then there will be 7-star, so go figure. My Randy Orton, my old school legend killer Randy Orton. This guy, as far as he was my favorite technician for a long time before I started playing around with the Eddie Guerrero Hall of Fame. He still is one of my favorites to use. Close to getting him up to 5-star silver. They kind of changed this around with the enhanced, the way it's all set up. I just need 3 more bow ties and then the levels. So first of next month, I'll be taking him up to 5-star silver, unless I don't have enough other guys to max out the event. Then I'll wait another month. So it's all about waiting. You know, you want to max out those events to get the top tier rewards. If you're only going to get up to, if you're not going to max out the event, it's not worth doing if you're a free-to-play player. Patience is the best thing you can have as a free-to-play player. Always be patient. Wait for the next event. It's worth it. Again, another guy that I need a better title for. Actually, I had a worse strap on him, and I just got this strap for him. And as you can see, it's still only got, 2 of the nodes unlocked and another 2 to go. But, it's just these straps, the good ones, are so hard to come by if you're, just relying on getting the free ones. So, you got to take and work with what you get. And I'm going to continue to do that and be patient. This Acrobat Triple H, the Skull King, got him from the purple chest that we get, a couple times a month. He is a great acrobat just to have as backup. Nothing really special that I can think of with his strap. It's adequate as far as I can remember. I'd have to go back and really look at it. It's been, literally almost 2 months since I've played with any of my guys. So, moving down. Hannibal's doing something, so if you guys watch Hannibal, go check him out. Nikki Bella, Hall of Fame, as far as a female technician goes, is great. Her moveset, the Bella Buster, Bulldog, and Spear, do absolutely great things for taking out lower or mid to lower upper tier, competitors. If you can get your moves off, she recycles okay. But if you're gonna play against anybody that's turn 1, you're gonna get screwed. So you got to be careful about who you're, especially in versus mode, who you're going after with her. She's a great player, but she's not the be all end all by any means. But she's the best of what I have to work with, so I use her. Next, we've got, this Kevin Nash. I fell in love with this Kevin Nash striker character. His moveset, the jackknife powerbomb finisher, the choke slam, and the sidewalk slam. You throw, it used to be Bray. Who's the red? Let's see who's on there. Well, I've just got it all set up for damage. But anyway, you throw the red MP guy on there, or guys now. You get that red move off, it loads your black moves, and, then I think his strap, is pretty much set up for some pretty decent damage. Oh, and I got a decent skill plate on him. if you need to jack up his black, if you get lucky, or you're out of options, that's the thing I really like about the skill plates is that they give you an extra option so that you're not as board dependent. So if you're stuck and you only have a blue move, you're going to get your black MP, which is great. So that's what I really like about the skill plates. So I've got him set up with these basic bad attitude plate. If I don't have a red or a black move, I'll hit that blue move and it'll get me my black MP, which is great. So the bad attitude and the basic skill plates, see what your player needs and just take what's available. If you have to make a decision, and if it's hard to make a decision, just go down the line of what guys you use the most, what guys benefit you the most, and pick the player that you use the most and go down the line from there. If you're choosing skill plates or who to put a skill plate on, make it easy on yourself. Don't just grab a skill plate and then go see who it fits on. Focus on a guy and then see what skill plate is going to work for him, and then go out and obtain that skill plate. That's with the ones that you get the chip for once a month if you max out the Talent Up event at the beginning of the month. So my striker, Kevin Nash, I don't know if I'll take him to 5-star silver. He's good where he is. If I need to, I will, but I don't think I'll take him to 5-star silver. I know I got a little bit of crap from a few people for even taking him to 5-star bronze, but hey, whatever. He's my guy. Carmella, she should be 5-star gold. I wish she was. What can I say about her that hasn't already been said? She's dominant. Her, purple. It is what it is. But this is all about her entourage. You have to have the purple trainer. If it'll load. So you throw the purple MP trainer, old Xavier Woods, and using her in anything is just, especially if you're using her in showdowns where you can link her up and get that extra MP move, she's just completely dominant. This purple move is always turn one. The purple move. Which purple move? The Super Frankensteiner is always turn one in showdowns if you have it set up with Xavier Woods, and that destroying 7 random purple gems will usually load up the Code of Silence and the rope aided Hurricanrana. And then from there, it's just you recycle everything over and over again if you don't turn 1 or turn 2 your opponent at that point. So Carmella, for free-to-play players, is a must. She should be the very first female women's superstar, women's wrestler, since it's okay to say wrestlers again. She should be the first women's wrestler that any free-to-play player should work on. I don't think anybody gets her. We don't get her right off the bat, but when you do get Carmella, she is the very first women's superstar that you should use. Going down, Mr. Perfect, I made him 5-star. Just Kurt Hennig, he was the man. I loved him. I still do. He's a good technician. His moves play well together. You have to use the purple MP trainer on him to get to that perfect plex finisher. Really good for just running through lower tier guys if you need to run through, just your standard monthly contest or something. Great, just Mr. Perfect's awesome. Not the best player in the world. What's he even? He's C tier. Yeah, I put him a little higher than that, but he's a high B in my opinion. But I like him, so that's why I've made him 5-star. Now, Bam Bam Bigelow. Bam Bam Bigelow. This guy has saved my ass so many times. I never got the Texas Revenant. as you can see. I never got that Stone Cold Zombie. So Bam Bam Bigelow with his power bomb skip move has saved my ass when needing a powerhouse guy or a guy that I need to build up skip moves against my opponent with. Um, if you're free to play, starting out, Bam Bam's really everybody gets him at some point. Bam Bam is definitely worth it if you're a free to play player to invest in. I don't know about taking him up any higher than 5-star bronze, but it's worth it to have him at 5-star bronze, 4-star gold for sure. Um, Depending on where, right now Powerhouse for free to play is stacked. Our cuppeth runneth over with free to play powerhouses. So Bam Bam isn't, my go-to guy anymore, but I still, for, nostalgia reasons and just because I'm so used to using him, I'll go and I'll use him all the time. Let's see how close I am to enhancing with him. I need another 23 of the medals. So he's a ways away from even being ready to go silver. Andre the Giant, the OG Andre. I just took him 5-star bronze because Andre, for what it's worth, and they have him as a C tier. I put him I put him as a solid B tier guy. His moves really work well with each other. That choose move and that destroy 6 yellow gems. I mean, yeah, he doesn't kick out very well if he gets taken down, but he can do with that submission move and just this Andre doesn't get the credit, especially because when they did the first WrestleMania event where we had to play the matches and whatever match got played the most, whatever again, we all got as a community that player, and it was like Andre, this Andre, one of the Stone Colds, and one of the HBKs. And I think we ended up getting all 3 of them anyway. But this Andre was the one that we all won, and everybody got for free for that first WrestleMania when the game first came out. And I slept on him at first, but he was a really valuable character in the beginning. And then by the time I got around to being smart enough and wise enough to use him in the game, he had already been kind of past his prime, but I still found the value in him. And there's still value in using him. Anybody with a great submission like his, especially a submission that you can add on to with the trainers and the coaches, he's better than this C ranking. I wanted to I'm not too far away from being able to take another showboat up to 5-star silver, so that's a good thing. Alright, what's next? That's it for my 5 stars. As you can see, I've got Andrade. He's going to go up to 5-star. This Braun Strowman is definitely going up to 5-star, except I have no strap for him. I slept on him. I got him, and I didn't realize how good of a player he was. And I let him sit. I let him sit for too long. I should have took him up instead of that Kevin Nash. But, you play and you learn. So if anybody's got that decision to make now, or that choice to make, Braun Strowman or Kevin Nash, this Braun Strowman right here, I mean, obviously he's got the A-tier rating. He's definitely worth bringing up. I don't know how high. I need to check around to see how high you should bring him up. But he's definitely worth making 5-star silver for sure. I don't know about 5-star gold and above that, but definitely he's worth taking the 5-star silver. What was his coaching ability? I think this is the one where you get the Yellow gems do more damage. That's right. So he's a decent trainer. Nope, don't want to do that. Nope, don't move me down. So after that, I pretty much this Sika that we all got for free. Again with the powerhouses, just we got spoiled on great powerhouses. He's got a good title on him that I believe I've got everything open for. Oh, except for the skill plate. Okay, he's good to go, but what am I going to do with all of these powerhouses? Braun Breaker, see, and then I've got Roman, who I slept on in the beginning of the game, just because I absolutely hate Roman Reigns. I always have. I didn't like the way that they did him in the Shield. He was my favorite Shield character until I really got into Seth Rollins, but the way that they just portrayed him as soon as the Shield disbanded until now, he's not believable as a character. I'm sure he's a great guy in real life. I'm sure all of that, and I'm sure he works really hard, but just he stands in the Rock's shadow, and it shows. And the WWE is desperately trying to get him out of the Rock's shadow. And that's just not going to go over with fans. If they do the Rock versus Roman at the next WrestleMania, I mean, prepare to see Roman legitimately booed out of the arena. Because, nobody, no matter how heelish they try to bring the Rock in, nobody is going to, cheer for Roman against the Great One. It's just not going to happen. So anyway, Roman, for being a decent, powerhouse, I slept on him for a long time and then realized that I had to have him leveled up. I will probably never take him to 5-star unless I absolutely have to, or it's just convenient to. I don't like him. I don't like him. There's so many much better powerhouses to use. Bailey, I have slept on her. She should already be 5-star. She should have been 5-star a long time ago. I've got her strap in a good place. I just got this strap for her not too long ago, and I plan on making her the Mack truck that she deserves to be. So she's a work in progress, but slowly but surely Bailey is getting there. She's going to be my top female acrobat. This used to be what's his name? Brain fart. This used to be the Fireflies. Don't you hate that when you get a name on the tip of your tongue and you can't get it out? This used to be Wyatt. This used to be Bray Wyatt, I believe. He's now the red or black MP trainer. Yep, he's the black MP trainer. So they got rid of Bray Wyatt, the old Bray Wyatt character, and switched it with Xavier Woods' Power of Positivity for whatever reason. I don't know. I liked that Bray Wyatt. It's the same guy. It's just reskinned. That Bray Wyatt, I was going to make him 5-star, but that's when I had gotten the Brock Lesnar Next Big Thing, and that's when I had gotten the Kevin Nash, so I had better players than the Bray Wyatt to use at that point. Or I'm sorry, the Bray Wyatt was a powerhouse, wasn't he? Oh, no. He was a striker. So, Bray never got brought up to 5-star. This guy right here, well, Lana, okay, let's skip over Lana. The problem with Lana is that she's good, she's great, just not as great as Um, just not as great as Carmella. Carmella, just with her sub move and the way her moves gel together, really blows Lana out of the water. I do have her title and strap set up fairly well. I need a good skill plate for her. Unlock that last one down there. Actually, this isn't a good strap. What am I saying? It's a legendary strap, but it's not a good one. It doesn't have any bonuses. So I can try to find something better for her. As a matter of fact, if memory now serves me correctly, I had switched. I had taken the strap that I had on her off of her and put it onto somebody else because, and I'm guessing it would have been Carmella. But Lana, if you only have one or the other, Lana is good. She's probably an upper B tier uh, superstar wrestler, female wrestler. So she can dominate. She can be very hardworking for you and do good things for you. But she's definitely has flaws, and she's definitely not the funnest character to play with. And, so the Hall of Fame Jerry Lawler, this guy right here, came out of nowhere and B tier. I do not agree with that. He is definitely higher than B tier. He is a great player. I don't know if I have him set up correctly right now. I see that I've got a chance to bring him up on most everything. Do I have enough to do both? Yeah, I do. So this Jerry Lawler is just phenomenal, if you ask me, as a Hall of Famer, Hall of Fame character. I love using him. He hits way above his pay grade and dominates, just dominates. So I don't know why they have him so low. Again, just with a regular Epic strap. I need to try to come up with another strap for him because he'll definitely benefit from it. But for free-to-play players, if you come across this Jerry Lawler, who was free for everybody, so he should come back around for any new players that are watching this who doesn't have him yet. He should be relatively easy for you to get at some point. So when you do get him, he's worth the investment. Definitely worth the investment. The Ultimate Warrior. I had started working with him, and just for nostalgia, just to bring him up and play with him. But he's not anything special. There's way better powerhouses for free-to-play players. If you like him, by all means, bring him up. But he's a drain on resources. Solid B. That may be even a little. It's like they give some of these guys, a little bit higher than they deserve. They give most of them a little lower than they deserve. There's been a few spot ons as far as this new tier rating, in my opinion. Ultimate Warrior, meh. If you like him, work on him. If you don't, Zombie KO, he was free for all of us. That's why he's so high on my roster. I just brought him up as I needed to for the zombie events. This John Cena prototype, I still don't know exactly what to think about him. He's okay. He's a little, I don't know, boring. He's a little just meh. Nothing spectacular about him. I know he's got that reinforced gem deal, and he hits really hard when you have all the reinforced gems out there. So you can take out, with the 4-star silver, you can take out the 5-star guys with him if you do it right. But if you get caught, he's a showboat. He's not going to kick out. So definitely much better showboats out there. But he's for what he is, he's decent. Definitely better out there though. Um, the reason I was working on this Trish, she reminds me of the female version of Brock Lesnar, and so that's why I kind of liked playing with her. Um, this is when I was kind of short and in the female department, the women's wrestlers department. So I was starting to focus on her as my main striker, but she's lackluster. I mean, she I guess deserves the B tier, but if you have her and she's like your only option at striker, then by all means, build her up to 4-star gold, maybe 5-star bronze if you need to. If you need to have a female striker, she's not a bad choice. She's just a little boring to play with. Harlem Heat. This guy right here is extremely underrated. That C tier is a joke. It's a slap in the face. He is. Definitely do not have him set up correctly. This finisher with the bonus damage for the Protect Gems, you can set him up so well that he easily takes out 5-star bronze, 5-star silver guys at 4-star gold. I wouldn't try it right now, even though you can if you do it right, but he's definitely underrated. I definitely plan on taking him up to 5-star and using him. I'd love to have a better strap for him as well. He's a great character. I don't know where the C tier comes from. I like him a whole lot more than that. I've got plenty of shards for him too, which is great. Now, there's something with the shards, some new thing with the shards where you can trade the shards in or something. I haven't been able to find anything out about that. I haven't asked around in the community, but if you know anything about it, hit me in the comments about the new shard deal, or I'm sure I'll catch a video on it at some point soon. Yeah, and then Santa Hogan. Yeah, this Rowdy Piper. I think I brought him up specifically for his trainer ability. He's not anything special, if I remember correctly. His coaching ability. No, that's not why I brought him up. Did I bring him up just for talent up purposes? Oh, he's got the low pay green moves. They must, oops. The low pay green moves steal up to 5 MP from each of your opponent's moves. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I have this Piper so high. He's not anything special that I can remember, or in my opinion. Maybe I'll learn something new and I'll do a separate video about him. Santa Hogan. Surprise on this guy. I thought, because mine was still 2-star, maybe 3-star bronze from when we first got him, and I had a fuse for him, or I had something for him to make him this 4-star bronze when I got my game account back and I opened it and it popped up, and never look a gift horse in the mouth. So I'm happy that for missing that entire Christmas in July event, that I was able to have this Hulk Hogan at least somewhat higher than he was. I would hate it that if we have to wait an entire year. Hopefully in December they give us more ways to work on him to get him higher up. I'd love to get him to 5-star. I would absolutely love that. He'd probably be the best showboat that I'd have. I absolutely love this Seth Rollins. He was my go-to back in the day. As I'm sure he's, for every free-to-play new player, he's your go-to in the beginning. I really like him. I may bring him up to 4-star gold for nostalgia, and then maybe 5-star one day for nostalgia. But he's still, I mean, he doesn't do a lot of damage, but his moves recycle well. This bitch. Uh, if anybody deserves to be kicked out of the game and reskinned, it's her. I'm so fed up with her, and I know if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, right? But come on. If somebody's paying $130 and you're paid $30,000 to have pictures of you taken by fans, your fans, people that are helping pay your salary. I'm saying helping pay your salary because you do the work and you're earning it. But come on, I know it's COVID and everything. Wear a mask, have them wear a mask, but at least get within arm's distance of these people that are getting their picture taken with you. And for God's sake, put your arm around the kids. I mean, come on. I know that's personal. It has nothing to do with the game, but I'm not a Sasha fan. Rey Mysterio. Drew McIntyre. He's somebody that I had just gotten the shards for to recruit. Let's see where this title's at. I know it's brand new, but at least it's got a bonus to it. So he's somebody that I will be slowly but surely working on. If you are lucky enough to get him as a free-to-play player, definitely worth investing in. I've heard and seen nothing but good things about him. Same thing with this Rey Mysterio. If you're able to get the Rey Mysterio as a free-to-play player, very resourceful and useful character. Going down the line, Ronda Rousey. This Drew McIntyre, the Slaw. I hear good things about him as well, as far as zombies go. If you need a good zombie striker, he's definitely better than the Kevin Owens zombie striker that we were all given for free when zombies first came out. So, if you have to pick between the two, pick the Drew McIntyre. You'll probably end up with more shards for Kevin Owens, so it's easier to upgrade him. But in the long run, you'll get more out of the Drew McIntyre. I know the Kevin Owens you may need him for certain tours. Maybe not anymore. I don't know about the tours and needing him. But definitely, if you had to pick between the two, go with the Drew McIntyre zombie over the Kevin Owens zombie. Anybody else that really sticks out? This Braun Breaker is an awesome character. He is just a great free-to-play player. Man, I wish I had a better title on him, though. He's definitely going up to 5-star, slowly but surely. I really like him a lot. I plan on using him for as much as I can for Powerhouse needs. I advise anybody that has him to, I prioritize him over Sika. That's how much I like this character. Sika's great, and like I keep saying, we are spoiled with the powerhouses right now. So Sika's great, but I just think this Braun is just Braun Breaker is a little bit better than that Sika. Another slept on that I should have worked on, Nikki Cross, almost a superhero. I just keep hearing great things about her, and from using her, getting her up to 5-star is really, really important. So she's a tank. I guess she heals herself extremely well and just wins matches, and that's what you want to do, is win matches. So this Nikki Cross, almost a superhero. If you have her as a free-to-play player, great female acrobat to have and invest your time and resources into. I recommend it. Let's check out the strap I have on her. I don't know if it's anything special or not. Yeah, it's nothing special. I think I had just gotten it. I haven't done any work to it at all. So there's that. But she's slowly but surely getting built up as my female. I'm sorry, my female acrobat. MVP is decent. The old Becky is meh. Nobody here sticks out. Of course, you want to bring him, George Steele, up to 5K right away for his trainer ability. For the green moves, well, the green moves start with 4 more move points, 5% more health at 9,000. I don't know if that's new or if I just never noticed it. So I guess he has to go to 5 to 9,000. Yeah, I have him at 8, so that must be why I've taken him so high. I must have caught that before. I just didn't remember. So George Steele, take him to 9K. This edge, some people like this edge. I'm not, I've got, I'm kind of flooded on tricksters. I will work on them slowly and get them up to, 4-star gold and 5-star eventually, but not putting a rush on it. There's other better edges out there, and hopefully I end up pulling for free or with my cash pulls. So one thing I will do on the channel is do some cash pulls, not in-game cash pulls, I should say, not money paper out of my checking account cash pulls. I am anti-spending money. I mean, I'll do little buys here and there, but nothing major. I'll do the Shayna Mac contract once in a while, a couple other things, but generally I think total the entire 5 years that I've played the game, I've put less than $500 total in 5 years, less than $100 a year. So, see if there's anybody else down here at the bottom that I'm just kind of overlooking that I want to bring up. Back in the day, that Batista was one of my favorite powerhouses to use. The original John Cena was fun. Vader, slept on him, never got to use him, kind of got passed by. Same thing with Doink the Clown. I just got Doink not long ago, and I wish I had him sooner because he was a great player for a while, but now you see they have him C-tiered, Davey Boy Smith, another good powerhouse. I don't know what's with the C-tier. The Hurricane with the B tier.
I don't care. Why you yell at me on some bullshit when I first wake up?